What's up, YouTube? Two movies coming out this week, whether it be theater, streaming, etc. All right. Now, not really much big ones coming out this week, but the wide release films we got coming out is What Happens Later, which is a new Meg Ryan, David Duchovny film. Snowed in at a regional airport overnight, ex-lovers Willa and Bill, played by Ryan and Duchovny, realize they're still attracted to each other, but also still equally annoyed with each other as they unpack the riddle of their own mutual past and compare their lives to the dreams they once shared, they begin to wonder if the reunion is mere coincidence or something more enchanted. Now, this actually does look really interesting. I mean, of course, you got Meg Ryan coming back to the screen, which is always cool. David Duchovny is always great. So I think this could be interesting to check out. And top it off, Meg Ryan's also directing this too, so it has that going for it. We also got the film called The Marsh King's Daughter, directed by Neil Berger, starring Daisy Ridley and Ben Mendelsohn, about a young mother who must confront her long buried past as the child of a kidnapper and the girl he held captive when her father breaks out of prison. Convinced he intends to take her daughters, she sets out to find and kill him herself. And the preview for this looks okay, I guess. I like Daisy Ridley, so I'll probably watch this because she's in it. But I don't know. This might actually end up just being terrible, but we'll see. All right. We also got Priscilla, which went limited last week, but it's coming a little wider this week, which is of course about the relationship between Priscilla Presley and Elvis, which of course has Kaylee Spenny starring Jake Baldori as Elvis. I'm looking forward to check this one out, so hopefully it could be an interesting one. Will it be as good as, like, let's say Austin Butler's Elvis? Maybe not, but we'll see. All right. We also got another A24 film coming out this week called All Dirt Roads Taste of Sorrow, which is a story about a decade-spanning exploration of a woman's life in Mississippi and an ode to the generations of people, places, and infallible moments that shape us. Now, this is an A24 project, and the film contains very little dialogue throughout the film. It features the likes of Moses Ingram, who of course was in the Obi-Wan series last year. This could be intriguing. The cinematography is A24, so the cinematography very moonlightish. I mean, like definitely getting a bit of like a moonlight vibe from the cinematography. So could be interesting. So, all right. Now we got a couple stuff coming to Netflix. We got something called Hurricane Season about a group of teens who finds a corpse floating in the canal, and the whole village investigates the murder. So that could be interesting. Also on Netflix, we've got a British film called Locked In about an unhappy newlywed Lena, played by Rose Williams, uh, finds who finds herself battling with her mother-in-law here. This is supposed to have like Finco from Ironheart fame, Rose Williams, Anna Friel, Fallon Jensen. So could be an interesting one to check out. All right. Also, out this week, we got a French movie coming to Netflix called Wing Woman. We're like tired of life on the run. Two expert thieves and best friends recruit Feisty Sam to assist them with one fast job, unlike they've ever done before. This is directed by Melanie Laurent. You also got the girl from Blues and Warmest Colors in this, so it could be interesting to check out. I love a good heist film too, so that could be cool. Also on Netflix, we got the Sylvester Stallone documentary called Sly, which that looks really cool. I'm really intrigued to check that one out because hey, who does not love Stallone? So that could be cool. On Netflix, we got Naiad, which is about 64-year-old marathon swimmer Diane Naiad, who attempts to become the first person ever to swim from Cuba to Florida. Stars Annette Bening, Jodie Foster, so that could be interesting to check out. We got Quiz Lady coming to Hulu, where like Anne and her train wreck of her sister Jenny must work together to help cover their mother gambling debts when an beloved dog is kidnapped, they set on a wild cross country trek to get the cash. Now, this does star Aquafina as well as Sandra Oh, Will Ferrell's in this, Jason Schwartzman. So, we got some interesting cast members. Looks pretty fun, so could be a trade. All right, we also got coming to Apple. We got Fingernails, which stars Jesse Buckley, Riz Ahmed, Jeremy Allen White, and Luke Wilson. Where Anna and Ryan have found true love and is proven by controversial new technology. There's just one problem, as Anna is still isn't sure. Then she takes a position at a love testing institute and meets Amir. And the trailer for this looks really intriguing. I mean, really nice to see Jeremy Allen White branching out more here. I've always liked him on Shameless, so always cool to see him doing more stuff. So this could be interesting to check out. Coming to Shutter, we got Hell House, LLC Origin, the Carmichael Manor, which is of course a like a precursor to the Hell House films. If you guys don't know much about the story here, a group of cold case investigators stay at the Carmichael Manor site of the Grizzlies' unsolved murders of the Carmichael family back in the 80s. After after four raids, 4 nights, the group was never heard from again. What is discovered on the footage is even more disturbing than anything they've found in the Hell House tapes. So yeah, that actually could be cool to check out. It just premiered yesterday, so I probably should get this one to go. We also got an anime film coming called Gilston and the Mary Messin, which is actually from Build a Bear. So okay. Um, Now, here's what it's about. When a toy storage hits Santa's workshop before Christmas, young young elfling Marsbens must go on adventures to find Gilston, a magical short snow there. It has an interesting voice cast here. The voice talents includes Julia Michaels, Dionne Warwick, Chevy Chase, Freddie Prinze Jr., Billy Ray Cyrus, Michael Rappaport, and Trinity Bliss. And the preview definitely feels like on those 80s, 70s, 60s Christmas specials. Definitely getting a bit of those vibes here. So hey, it is the time of the year for Christmas films to be coming. So could be cool. All right. We also got also coming out this week. We got Rise of the Footstep Vengeance, where like Tate sets out on a rampage to avenge his trusted foot soldier's violent death, and that actually looks pretty terrible to be honest. Yeah. Now we do also got a couple of like besides Hell House coming out this week, we got other horror films set for release this week as well. Like we got the re-release of Terrifier 2, which is supposed to have footage of Terrifier 3, so that could be interesting. So I really love Terrifier 2, man. That movie is maybe the Empire Strikes Back of Terrifier movies. It's just so good if you guys haven't seen that. We also got Blood Thirst about a vampire hunter in a desolate west forms opposed to seek and destroy the blood-sucking master, starring Tara Reid, Kostas Mandler, and this looks terrible. So yeah, we got Project Z, which is a zombie film about a group of film students who take three out of work actors to an old motel in the mountains to make zombie films. When a mysterious asteroid crashed nearby, strange things begin to happen, blurring the lines between fiction and reality. The undead have seemingly begun attacking the crew, and they must fight for their lives, or is it part of their story? So that could be a dream check out. We got nice week for Tyrese, by the way, because he has like not one but two films out this week. He's in this new horror movie called Squealer, which stars Tyrese, Zia Rossi, Catherine Moning, Ronnie Jean Blevins. Hey, I'm cool with Tyrese. Of course he did some dumb stuff a couple years ago, but hey, I still like guy. Is I mean people say stupid stuff, right? So now, if you guys don't know much about Squealer, it's when young women start disappearing in a small town A police officer and a street smart social worker follows clues to a remote pig farm. As their investigation continues, they encounter a local butcher who's been bringing his workers home with him. And that does look pretty terrible. I mean, it seems like if Tyrese is not in the Fast and Furious movies, he's doing these terrible like home video based films. So yeah. Anyway, we also got Helen's Dead, which definitely has a bit of a Knives Out ripoff here, about a young woman who discovers that her boyfriend is sleeping with her cousin Helen, and goes to confront them at a dinner party, only to find out that Helen is dead and everybody's a suspect. It features the likes of Tyrese Gibson, Emil Hirsch, Matilda Lutz, Annabelle Dexter Jones, Oliver Cooper, Dylan Gula, and Brian Husky. And this looks flat out terrible. I mean, got some people I do like though. You got Tyrese, who could be always good. You got Emil Hirsch, who's always great. But yeah, this just looked garbage. So yeah. All right. We also got like this film called Touch the Water about a young man who inspires an elderly Native American woman to embark on a life changing journey to swim the ocean for the first time. That could be interesting. We got hens that bite, where like a hired hen's patient to eventually take over his boss's farm, shattered when the landowner's son returns to claim the birthright. This is supposed to have like Bruce Dern in it, so cool, I guess. We got something called Deadland, where like after covering up the murder of an undocumented migrant, a U.S. Border Patrol agent is haunted by the victim's spirit and must confront the sins of his past. That looks pretty terrible, to be honest. We got a movie called Rumble Through the Dark, where a desperate bare knuckle cage fighter battles to save his family home against the strongest of foes and the longest of odds. It's directed by Grant Phillips, who's been in movies like Blockers, The Good Wife, the Ben 10 movie. You also got Aaron Eckhart, Bella Thorne's in this, and yeah, I mean Aaron Eckhart, by the way, looks like he got a couple of pounds in this, but what is he doing? Like seriously, between this, he just did that dog movie that just came out. I Frankenstein. Man, Jobo really needs to do a WTF what happened to Aaron Eckhart, because it seems like he's been doing lots of questionable roles here. So yeah. All right. Also out this week, all right, we got something called At the Gate, where like a housekeeper from Salvador brings her teen son to help clean the an affluent family's LA home to her employees to tell her that the immigrant officers are searching for her, and they invite her to a shelter in their house until the crisis blow. And interactions between the two families become increasingly tense. It features the likes of Miranda Odo, Noah Wiley, Sadie Stanley from the Goldbergs fame. So I don't know. This could be interesting, but the trailer didn't really do much for me. So yeah, it was a little boring, to be honest. Yeah. We also got Death on the Border, which has Eric Roberts, Danny Trejo, Shannon Elizabeth. Man, whatever happened to Shannon Elizabeth? Like, come on, who did not remember her as Nadia from American Pie? Yeah. Of course, she was in like the first scary movie. She's been in like Jane Silent Bob Strike Back. I think the last thing I've seen her in was when she appeared in Jane Silent Bob reboot. But yeah, she doesn't do any like yeah, she barely does anything anymore. But I mean, it is shame that some of the most casts of the American Pie films are doing like these not so great stuff. Whether you talk about Tara Reid, Mina Sabari, yeah, it is what it is, I guess. But anyway, here's what the film's about. Two determined women fight to escape their abusive relationship with a dirty detective at rock bottom. And I mean, you of course have Danny Trejo, who's always great, but Eric Roberts, who's like just says yes to anything. So I don't know. This could be good, but looks pretty terrible. Now on the TV front, we got Ink Masters season 15 coming to Paramount Plus. Beyond the Attraction season 2 coming to Disney Plus. We're like delving into history and development of the unique attractions throughout Disney parks themselves. And I don't think I've ever seen the first season of that. It actually does look intriguing, sound intriguing. We got All the Lights We Cannot See, based on a book starring Mark Ruffalo and Hugh Laurie about a blind French girl and a young German soldier's paths collide during World War II. And the preview for that looks really fantastic. Of course, you got Hugh Laurie, who's always great. Mark Ruffalo's terrific, so I'm all for seeing that one. All right, we also got Blue Eye Samurai coming to Netflix, which is of course an anime series about Master of the Sword's lives in disguise while seeking revenge in Edo period Japan. So that could be cool to check out. Selling Sunset season 7 coming to Netflix, which that's a reality show, and I'm not all that interested in. You also got Law coming to Paramount Plus on Sunday. We got Lawman Bass Reeves, which is from Taylor Sheridan, starring Dave Aiello, Donna Sullivan, Dennis Quaid, Demi Singleton, Forrest Goodluck. The untold story of the first Black U.S. Marshal, Bass Reeves. And the preview for this has looked really terrific. Of course, you got Dave Aiello, who's always amazing. Of course, Taylor Sheridan is like the king of TV with stuff like Yellowstone, 1883, Tulsa King. I wonder when season 2 of Tulsa King is going to premiere on. Who knows? But I'm all for this. I think this looks really intriguing. Who does not love a good Western series? So it could be interesting to check out. But that's pretty much it there. Let me leave you guys. Which of these films or series are you interested in? Are you interested in What Happens Later, The Marsh King's Daughter, Naiad, Sly? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications. This is Henry signing out.